All right, well, here we are. It is 2 hours UTC, and you have stumbled into Astronomy Daily Live. So, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Cheers. Cheers. Slow machine things happening today. So, don't know. We'll see how it goes. Cheers. That's pretty nice. All right, so my video that I'm watching, Frozen. Yes, on this machine. All right. Well, we'll go with it here. Hopefully, what is happening on this machine is has to do so it can get out of the way. So what we can do, what we have to do, for sure. So, wow. Okay, yeah, I think I'm intermittent. Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know if I am or not. Let's check in with Bobby, who is on the panel. Hey there, Bobby. How do I sound on your end?
You are kind of like a bit laggy and stuff, even on the YouTube feed as well. But how about me?
Okay. It's choppy, so I don't know if that's just me or if it's the I don't know. So yeah, we'll monitor this. I'll look and see if there's any little tasks here that I can
you're
eliminate.
Getting a little bit of lag and stuff. You're actually are on and off too.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking, and I think I know one of the reasons.
On the YouTube feed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, one of the reasons why is because I've got a video playing, so I'm going to try to kill that. Okay, that's gone. I have this here that I can probably eliminate.
Like you got 20-something tabs, and I've never seen you have this problem.
Well, I think the problem is that I was running a VLC video that I had paused, but it's still taking up memory and all of that. So yeah. Hey, I think that's a little better. I'm seeing a live thing here. Hello.
Yeah, you're doing good
cool.
now.
Okay, cool. Well, that's all it was then.
It's like Scotty would say, we're breaking free.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, speaking of Bobby, hey, Bobby, what's going on?
All right, nothing much here. Now there is probably some evidence that we are actually at solar cycle 25 now, and according to Wikipedia, it's found it was doing some identically reverse spotting, and Uncle Burns said something about the Parker Solar Probe can do more wonders than the SOHO and stuff. So I'm trying to confirm from Uncle Bill if that is true, that the Parker Solar Probe can do more wonders than SOHO, that like predicting solar cycles and stuff.
Well, and Uncle Bill will be able to answer this too, but I will throw in my 2 cents worth. The Parker Solar Probe is going to be measuring different things at different places than SOHO. SOHO is way out there, right? I mean, it's I think it's at the orbit of the Earth, right? So it's pretty far out, and I'm not quite sure what instrumentation SOHO has. Obviously, it has an imager. Um, I'm not quite sure what else SOHO has, but the Parker
Is the
Solar
Parker
Probe,
Solar Probe more closer to the sun than SOHO?
yes, it's going to be getting within, I think something like, I want to say like 15 million kilometers to the sun, which is incredibly close. Mercury is, I think, about 30 million. So, this is halfway between Mercury and the sun. So it is definitely the closest that we've ever gone. Now, they talk about this probe, touching the sun and all of that. And it's like, well, not not really, not really. I mean, it's kind of going through the out.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. Well, look, I mean, as I recall, it's halfway between Mercury and the Sun, so that's really really close, but it's not extremely close, right? But it's going to be on a hugely elliptical orbit, right? So it's going to swing in really close and then zoom back out, right? And then zoom, So it's going to spend a short amount of time really, really close. But during that time, it will be the fastest moving spacecraft we've ever made. I think it's supposed to be moving something like 200,000 kilometers per second or so. I mean, it's really moving.
And what is the lifespan of the Parker Solar Probe? And is it nuclear and stuff?
It is. I believe it's solar powered. I believe, and I think its primary mission right now is 2 years. 2 years, but if it's successful, right? If it's doing well, and everything is working, and the data looks really, really, really interesting and really, really compelling, then they may extend that. A lot of missions get extended, and it's sort of assumed that when you launch a mission, that it is actually going to go longer than what you plan. I mean, you have to plan for the primary, right? And that's what they're doing now. The Parker Solar Probe actually just recently, just in maybe the last week or two, went through its first perihelion, its first close approach to the sun. So yeah, I think it's next going to encounter Venus. I don't exactly remember what the schedule is. Anyway, so let's see. Blah 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 blah. Okay, don't see anybody. Arch Stanton. Arch Stanton is in the chat. Wow, man. I think that is absolutely awesome. If people don't know who Arch Stanton is, you need to find one of the greatest movies ever made, right? Do you know where that name is from, Bobby?
No.
All right. Well, it's.
But I wonder if it's the real deal. He's asking, do aliens poop?
Yeah, I'm thinking that Arch Stanton is probably going to get the bang, but before Arch has to be escorted out. Yes, I do know who Arch Stanton is. And you're not supposed to be here, dude. Yeah. Anyone who is a fan of the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly will know the name Arch Stanton. So Arch Stanton, yeah, you know, Bobby, I'm thinking that Arch might actually have been coming around there. Let's 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 let him back in, okay? And see if Arch can sort of behave a little bit, because I mean, this is an open uh, forum, right? And I'm impressed that someone who identifies him or herself as Arch Stanton. I think that's extraordinary. And oh, they did? I wouldn't have thought that they would have bothered you at all. But yeah, I don't know how that all turned out, right? That's right at the end. So we don't know. Well, Arch, look, you are extremely welcome here. What we do here is we talk astronomy. Not necessarily talking about aliens or anything like that. As far as I'm concerned, aliens are sort of a done deal. We just, for whatever reason, we haven't had any, definitive encounters with them yet. But whether they exist or not, and whether they do, the kinds of things that we do, probably. It's probably close. So, Arch, you are welcome, because Arch Stanton is like a pivotal, is like an extremely pivotal part of that movie, right? And I don't know if they paid you or not. Did they actually pay you to be in that role? I don't know. Oh, you know what? They did wake you up. They did open your grave up, and there you were. So you did have a role. Yeah, I wonder if you got paid. Don't know. So, yeah, well, cheers. So let's talk astronomy, right? The one of the things that we do at the beginning of each month is we sort of go through a list of astronomical or celestial events. And a couple of things that are coming up sort of right next to one another is Mercury and Jupiter are both in conjunction with the Sun. In the case of Mercury, it's actually inferior conjunction. So Mercury is on our side of the Sun. It's going between the Earth and the Sun. And Jupiter is on the other side of the Sun, way, way, way out there. I think Jupiter is around 750 million kilometers from the Sun. So you've got to add another 140 for the Earth. Jupiter and the Sun are as far away as they are going to get from one another right now, while Earth and Mercury are actually as close as they're going to get. So during these times of solar conjunctions, sometimes we can actually go over to SOHO and look at their wide field imagers, and we can actually see these planets moving through the field of view. And so it's about time. Today is, at least in terms of UTC, the 23rd of November. And that is really, really, really close to... there you go, Uncle Bill. See? I think Uncle Bill said it all right there. So, so yeah.
You mentioned on the Discord about how great the Parker Solar Flow can predict solar cycles. Tell me more about that, please.
Tell us more, Uncle Bill. We need to know more. But so I will continue, and we can sort of have, I mean, we're sitting around at a virtual porch, so we can have multiple conversations at the same time. That's how those kinds of things go. So no problem at all. So yeah, what I was doing just before the live stream was I was looking at that Soho data, and it's sort of it. Well, here I'll show you. I'll show you what we can do here because I also saw something a little odd that I just want to point out, maybe for the record, um, uh, that I saw in this, and maybe you'll see it too. It's pretty fast, but yeah, there was sort of a really kind of strange thing here. So let's go over to Soho. I'm gonna see. I'll get myself all set up here. Here we go. Okay. Arch Stanton. Arch Stanton is in the chat. I think that is so cool. I am honored. I am honored, dude. I really am. All right, here we go. One of my heroes. So I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to go up here. So here is the Soho website. And there's a thing that says the sun now. So we can go over there. And then here are these wide field images. And this is sort of a really wide field, and this is a narrower field. So let's look at the really wide field, and we can actually watch a little movie here. And we'll do it of this wide field. So these are just GIF images loading, right? It's a GIF movie. And as you can see on the left there is this bright dot that actually has these funny lines here. This is these lines are caused by what's called CCD bleeding. It's just a saturation thing. It's just that object, whatever it is so bright that it's just doing a little bit of overexposure, and that energy has to go somewhere, so it gets distributed along rows there. But so as you can see, this is slowly building, and yes, indeed, what you're looking at there is Mercury, and it's really, really bright. And there it is, just slowly moving around the sun. So once this whole movie is loaded,
Cosmic, you still there? Might have lost Cosmic.
uh-oh. Are we still here? Yes, I think we are still here. I might have lost everybody. I lost Bobby. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I don't know what that was. That was like yeah, just a solar explosion. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm you know, this this almost never happens, but it has to happen when Arch Stanton is in the chat. It just, oh no, that's just absolutely awful, absolutely terrible. So Bobby, I see that you're popping back onto the chat. Yes. Are you back? I'm back. You can't quite hear me yet. Are you alive and well?
Yes, sir.
Yay. Wow. Who knows? So did you get thrown off or did you exit?
I just exit.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, who knows? Who knows? I killed that window. So, you know, maybe that's a part of it. I'm going to kill a few more of these windows, I think. That might be a little part of what's going on here with the technical difficulties today, which, as I was saying, it is relatively rare. So, you know, we're pretty easy here. So I'm gonna get back set up, and I'm gonna go back to that GIF movie because I'd like you to see it. All right, I like to share these kinds of things. So I'm gonna let this thing load again. I'm watching it load. It's got to load the whole thing again, of course. So, but what we were looking at, of course, was that Mercury is, you know, going around the sun like this, and so it's now on our side of the sun. So it's moving east to west, right? It's moving prograde, and it looks like it's going to be getting really close to the sun. And in fact, I was looking at the Cloudy Nights celestial calendar, and it said that at conjunction it was going to be like 0.91 degrees from the sun, which is really close, which is really, really, really close. So I think we're going to be able to see it both in the, well, we're going to be able to see it in the narrow field image too. This is a pretty wide field. Okay, so here's the full movie. For some reason, it decided to load this time, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to push, as Uncle Bill would say, I'm going to push the potato here and see if I can share this screen with you. Oh, it's starting to freeze up again. Not happy with that. Anyway, so I hope you can see that. So there is Mercury, and you can see that a lot of the background dots there are actually stars, right? They're background stars. But there is Mercury, that bright dude. Now, Jupiter, I'm thinking would be visible, but maybe Jupiter is way up here or way down here, so it's just not going to be in the field of view, which is unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Now, Mercury definitely is not as bright as it could be because, as you recall, or if you sort of think of the geometry here, and in fact, let's do that. Let's go over to well, let's just go over to heavens above. It's not the best, but it'll get us there. I want to throw up a solar system chart. So, well, yeah, and this isn't the best view, but here's the sun, here's Mercury, Venus, Earth, right, and Mars. Um, Mars doesn't. Is Mars is still just like that? Okay. I thought it was a little further back over here, but all right. What do I know? So as you can see, Mercury is swinging around to get right between the Earth and the Sun there. But as it does that, we're going to be seeing more and more and more of its dark side, right? Because it's the other side that's actually lit up by the Sun. So that's why, you know, Mercury is still pretty bright because it's so darn close, but it's really, really dark because we're basically seeing, you know, the dark side of Mercury. So I think that's pretty cool, though. Let's see. Yes, I'm back. All right, well, cool. Let's see. Where should we go from here? Since we're on heavens above, and I'm getting a lot of echo there, Bobby.
Oh, you are? Let me,
Echo, echo, echo.
I'm not seeing any levelings on my end, so should be good.
Yeah, I can still hear it pretty loudly, actually. Sorry about that.
Could be you, because I ain't getting anything.
It's definitely not me. Definitely. All right, well, cool. Let's let us proceed. I guess I should mention that I posted some music. I guess you'd call it music, and actually a video. Just trying to play with data a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of echo. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you and see if it goes away. Now, is it gone? It is gone. Totally gone. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to keep you muted, Bobby, but of course, chime in whenever you like. So let's see. We're over here. Yeah. Like I was saying, I posted some music that is completely based on Gaia data. Yeah, take a listen, see what you think of that. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't know. See what you think. All right, well, cool. Let's see. I'm thinking. What's that? You're breaking up quite a bit there.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what Uncle Bill was saying. It's not supposed to be for long-term observatory work. observation and prediction. It's the probe for getting up close data we never have before. Safe to assume the properties of corona will change so that the proportionate ESP will there to begin to as the cycle begins. They will get the correct data as hopefully it will refine our models. Hopefully we can get better predictions and so on and assessors data.
Cool. All right. Well, I think why don't we
so
why don't
it's samples, BSP samples and SOHO observes. Models predict.
Yeah, yeah. I think I think I think I would definitely agree with what Uncle Bill is saying there. Um, Soho does aid in prediction, right? Because it's getting real time data. So what's that?
Yeah, I think I have adjusted. Oh, wait a minute. If I can get like close to the base level, you should not have any echoings at all. I thought it was my Bluetooth speaker, but it could be like my AF gain from my microphone could be doing something like that. So I set it to like close to the base level, and you should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still hearing a little bit of echo. Actually, quite a bit of echo. The echo monsters are chasing us.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, it's at 66. What about now?
How about now? Can still there's still a substantial echo.
Yeah, I think my post audio is acting up again. I always want to act up on this, but I don't know why.
Who knows? They just like you. That's all. That's all. Let's end the live stream just by just doing some casual gazing at some interesting objects. I'm going to pull up the astronomy picture of the day site, and let's just sort of browse a little bit, see if there's anything interesting that maybe is worth stopping and taking a look at. So I'll go ahead and share. And here we are, Astronomy Picture of the Day Archive. So the Blue Horsehead Reflection Nebula. Okay, we've seen that before. The Dragons of Ara. Pretty cool. See if this poor thing will load. There we go. Kind of a funky diffraction pattern. That's kind of weird. And you can sort of see that it's there with all the stars. So yeah, it's going all the way down. It's kind of a weird diffraction pattern, I gotta say. Yeah. Kind of strange looking. Kind of stretchy on the ends here, do you see? We're getting a little bit of optical distortion here. These things aren't round, they're ovals on the edges. See how they change position angle? See, so now they're sort of angled that way. They're all sort of angled towards the center. See, these guys way up here are angled this way. So pretty good though. You know, I mean, I'm not going to complain. That's a nice shot. That's a really nice shot. Great color. Maybe a little bit of a cluster here. I don't know. Pretty nice. All right, let's keep going.
Before you continue, I'm not sure if Tim Roberts is going to be watching it later, but sorry I had to turn down the offer for your headset. But if you got one that has USB or Bluetooth, I'll take that because I'm not sure if my alternative operating system can take in like the built-in stuff. The one that with the I know it's got a good output. My built-in speakers are working pretty darn good, but the built-in microphones and maybe the microphone part of my headset jack, it may not work properly.
All right. Well, you know, technology evolves. So let's see. The old moon in the young moon's arms. What's that all about? Okay. That's just a stunning image of a young moon near the western horizon was taken just after sunset on October 10th.
And I'll point as well.
What's that?
Yeah, check the chat.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I've got the headphones on because then this mic doesn't pick up my speakers because there are no speakers.
So yeah, I'm using speakers and a microphone.
Yeah, I think for sure if you were able to use a headphone, there would be absolutely no echo whatsoever. But okay, well there's a nice shot of the moon. Pretty strong echo there too, Bobby. Sorry. So here's a shot of Apollo 15. Lagoon Nebula. We already know about that. I think everybody probably saw this. Wow, that echo's getting really loud. I mean, really loud.
How good is it now?
Let's see. Yeah, I can still hear it. It's all right, I guess. Rotating asteroid Bennu. That big rock. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, now I'm getting a concern.
Yeah, I can still hear it a little bit. There's the Ccd Nebula.
I'm going to be right back.
All right. I always like to look at the stars. You know, see how nice and round they are. Look at the diffraction spikes if there are any. See now this one doesn't have any diffraction spikes, which tells me that maybe a secondary mirror wasn't used. That, you know, the imager was actually placed at the position of the secondary mirror, so you don't get those diffraction spikes or anything. It's also possible that those diffraction spikes were processed out. So yeah, hard to know. Not seeing any, you know, residuals or anything. We'd have to zoom in a little bit more to really examine that. But let's just, you know, that's a really nice shot. Good color again. Nice detail. Yeah, these shots are not easy. I mean, you know, I'm sitting here, you know, sort of being critical of them, not being anywhere near this level myself. I just sort of, you know, notice things, and like I said, you know, this live stream is Um, in some ways, just sort of me thinking out loud. So, all right. Any better?
Yeah, power cycle microphone. This should be no problem.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. I'm not hearing any echo whatsoever. So maybe that's it. Anyway, that's a nice nebulosity. You can sort of see, I'm sort of imagining at least that there's some embedded stars in here that's making this glow, and then all this is reflection from that, maybe? Yeah, hard to tell. Pretty nice, though. Pretty darn nice. So yeah, here's this comet that's getting pretty interesting. Comet Wirtanen. Wirtanen? I guess that's how you pronounce it. Nice coma. You can see a little ion tail. I guess they're...
Welcome, Andy.
Hey there, Andy. So I guess they're saying that there's not much of a dust tail.
Join us at the show tomorrow, Andy? And what about you, Cosmic?
What's that?
Yeah. Or Andy and you, Cosmic, are you going to be joining the radio show tomorrow?
The radio show? I haven't heard about this one.
You know, Dios' radio show?
Oh, that one. I might be. I mean, if I'm not doing anything else, yeah, I probably would jump on there.
All right.
Probably. Let's see, the Tarantula Nebula, Creature Aurora over Norway, Gibbous Moon, Unexpected Trajectory, Interstellar Asteroid Oumuamua, Swirls and Colors on Jupiter. That's always nice to see. Maybe. There it is. Yep, pretty nice. Jupiter is indeed a pretty amazing place. And you can tell that, even though these images are, the best that we've ever gotten, they're still fuzzy and blurry. But pretty amazing, though. Yep, pretty incredible. Did you see 281? Oh, okay, it's a nebulosity. Looks pretty stunning. Pretty nice. Again, I'm not seeing any diffraction spikes here. So that's pretty cool. Nice colors again. Nice detail. Kind of getting some funniness around the stars in the nebulosity itself. You see these dark things around all the stars. All right, well, cool. I think I'm thinking that instead of getting into something else that's going to run us way over, I'm thinking I'm just gonna get out of here for today. How about that? I think let's do that. Unless somebody has anything else, I think I am good to go. Good to go. So yeah, let's do it. Let's make this a little bit shorter tonight. There's you know, there's always so much that can be done, but you know, timing and everything. Let's cut this off short tonight for a little bit of a change. All right, well, cool. So, all right, well, thanks everybody for coming in, talking astronomy for a little while, sharing the passion, sharing the technical difficulties, which is always great fun. Welcoming in Arch Stanton, which was absolutely fantastic to have Arch coming in. Hope to see you again. All right, everybody. Well, cheers, peace, and all that. I will see you in just a little more than 23 hours from now. All right. Take care, everybody. Just one more spin. All right. See you later. Bye.